Welcome back, guys. So right now, let's design our first resume. So I'll open my Canva app. Yes, I'll open my Canva app and I have different templates right here. What I need to do is to take one of these templates to use. So we have different templates right here. All I have to do is to take one of the free templates I'm seeing right here and use it to create a resume. So we have a whole lot of templates right here. So you could take the templates that are European formats. Those ones would have your pictures, your everything. So you could take something like that to create a resume for yourself. So let me just take this. Let me take this. This is a template and I just clicked on one. This is the one I clicked on and you could see other templates to use. So you could just switch up if you see something interesting or enticing right now. So you could choose that. And I just saw something enticing. I will choose this. So let me choose this template. I just chose another template and all that matters is that I've chosen the template and here we are. So this is the template right here and you could see it right now. The template is right here. So this is the template and this is what it looks like. So you could see that the template looks good. So right now I want to start my design. So you could see these are the racks. This is design. This is elements and on a landscape view. So you can turn your phone to a landscape view to see your racks like this. So you see your design, you see your elements, you see your text, you see your gallery and everything, your upload and all that. I'll probably use a landscape view so you could see your text and everything. It makes it easier this way. So right now, I want you to do is I want you to start designing the resume, and all I have to do is just to try to expand this so you could see what I'm doing. So I have to click on each element, the text element, to change everything about the text. So we have different, like, yes, we have this. So I'm going to take this element first and I'm going to change that. I'm going to change the name, which is beloved. I'm going to say beloved Adegbe. Yes, I just changed that text and here we are. So I'm just going to start that and that has changed. Then I'm going to change the role to graphic designer. Just click on each element to change whatever you want to change. I'll change this to graphic designer. Yes, and here we are. So we just changed our role. Let's see. So this is not coming to a shoot. So I have to use this. I'll use this button to undo what I just did. So I'll undo that. So let's undo it. Let's undo till it gets to the very last point where it's just beloved at the GB. So yes, I just undid that. So let me see. Yes, so we are good to go. So you click on the role. It's the role I said you click on. So you change the role to graphic. Yes, to graphic designer. Yes, we have that. So now I've changed the role to a graphic designer. Then now we could proceed. So right here, we have the contact. You input your contact details each. So let me just start inputting my contact details. So depending on your country code, you input your contact details right here. So click on the elements. You could just, let me just zoom it so you could see what I'm doing. So I'll click on this element and change that. So I'll change that to +234 810728006. So I change that and there's my phone line and my email address. I'll just change my email address to content. Yes, I'll change to content at, or I change to info. Yes, I have an official mail. I'll change to info at billardtech.com. Yes, I have that. So info at billardtech.com. So my address, I could change my address to Abuja, Nigeria. Yes, I just did that. And I could change the website. I could input my personal website, which I have one. I would say my personal website would be, that's if you have. If you don't have, you take it off. So yes. So because I have, I'll just input that www.billardtech.com. So yes, we are. Yes, I changed my contact details And now I'll input my education details. I could input, if you have up to master's level, you input that. So you have to just take the each element you want to change. So right now it has to be 20. Okay, so let me do 2014. So I've gone to two universities. I'll say 2014 to 2018. That's 2018. And this will be Ocean State University. Okay, that will not be first. The first should be the latest one. So the latest one is not Osun State University. So I have to input the latest one. Latest one will be Federal. So it has to be Federal University of Technology. Yes. So Mina, yeah, that's the school I currently have a degree from. So I'll just come this way, and this will be changed to what's the course I did there. So it's going to be BTech, Bachelor of Technology, BTech in Cyber Security Science. Yes, that is my educational background, and I could have all this deleted. As you could see, I could choose to delete it. All I have to do is to click on it. Then you see your delete button right here. I'm going to just delete it from here. Delete that. All I have to do is to delete it. Take the elements and delete them. So here we are. So I have this, and what I want to do now is to copy them. So all I have to do is to select what I want to copy. So I'll select it. I'll use these three dots to look for how to select multiple. So here you see select multiple, and I'll select multiple. So I'll click on select multiple, select this, and here we are. So I'm going to have them grouped. I'm going to have them grouped, of course. So this has been selected, and I want to have them grouped. So what do I do? How do I group them? So I'm just going to hold it down, then I'm going to group right here. So I just grouped this element. So all I have to do is to duplicate this, click on it. And how do I duplicate it? So I just click on the whole group. Yes, let me click on the whole group, and I'll use this. I'll come here so I can duplicate that. I'll click on duplicate right here, and here we are. So I'll duplicate it just to make sense, and I'll bring it somewhere here. So here we have the second. I could bring in my second school. So let me see. I need it to be properly aligned. Yes. So yes, I need this to be properly aligned. So to make it properly aligned, all I have to do is to select the two. And to do that, I'll just double click. I'll hold this down. Yes, I'll hold it down. So what I want to do is to hold this down. Yes, I'm going to hold it down, and I'll say select multiple. I'll select this and this. Then right now I'll hold it down. Okay. So since I selected the multiple, I'll see position. Let me just select them too and see position right here. I'm going to change the position. I'm going to click on position, and here in position you see your align element. So you could say align to the left. So I want to align all this to the left, so they'll be properly aligned that way. So yes, I just did that, and yeah, we are good to go. So my skills. So let's go to ChatGPT. We prompted earlier on. So I'll go to ChatGPT to take out my skills. And right now, I have my objective, I have my education, I have my technical skills. So right now, I'm just going to start with this. It says experience with Canva for modern web ready design. So yes, I'm going to copy this. Let's copy this. So all the content has been copied. So let's start extracting them one by one. So yes, we have soft skills, we have technical skills, but right now they are all merged into one. So I'll start taking my skills. So yes, this one is valid. I will take this. Yes, this will be the first. So I'll go back to my Canva to input that. So I'll come back here, and the first skill I will input is yes, paste this, which is experienced. what it says is experience with Canva for modern web ready design. Yes. So yes, we're going to do the second. So that's the first skill. So we're going to join both the technical skill and soft skill together from what we have here. So let me see. Let me proceed to see what I have again. Familiar with video editing too. Yes. So let's do this. Yes, I'll take this. So this will be the second skill. Copy. Yes. I'm going to come back to my Canva. I'm going to come back to my Canva to paste the second skill. So I'll paste the second one right here, which is strong skills in creating logos, vouchers, posters, and social media graphics. Yes, we are good to go. So I'm going to just input that. And the third, I'm going to just input the third. So that will be a soft skill. So let's look for a soft skill to input. So we are good to go right now. So I'll come right here to soft skill. So here is soft skill. And yes, I'm going to make sure I have something like strong communication and collaboration skill, which is very important for a designer. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to come back to my Canva to paste that. So that way I've finished the skill session. So I'll just paste that right away. So I'll paste this right now, and here it is. So I'll paste that, and yeah, I have my strong skill and everything. So my skills has been sorted. So languages, so I'll pick the languages I could speak, which is just English. I could only speak English, so I'll be choosing English. So I'm just going to delete the many ones. So yes, English has to be fluent. So if you have other languages you speak, you input that. But right now, that's the only one I speak, so I'll input that. So yes, here we are. So we are done with that session, and right now we have to go to the profile summary. So this is an element. I'll click on the element, and now I have it on ChatGPT to the summary. So I'll just keep my summary from this text. So this way we could easily create a resume without any hassle. So yes, let me just create my objective. Yes, for my objective, this is my profile summary, the professional summary. So I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to have it pasted into my Canva, and that way we'll complete a resume this way. So yes, I'm going to just paste that. Yes, I just have that pasted. So what it says is that motivated and creative graphic designer passionate about visual storytelling and creating impactful designs, eager to contribute my design expertise and fresh perspective to Bida Tech Academy, helping to deliver exceptional design solutions and enhance brand skill. So if you want to make it a custom resume, that's when you add a name like this. But if you want to make it a general resume, you don't have to add a name of an organization. You just input yours, say perspective, special perspective to my clients or organizations, something like that. Or so it doesn't have to be a custom resume or organizations, but your cover letter could be custom or organizations. Yes, helping to deliver. Yes, we are good to go right now. So I have something like this, yes, and I'm going to continue. So we have that, and it says, let's see, it says fresh perspective to my clients or organizations, helping to deliver exceptional design solutions and enhance brand identity. Yes, we are done with that profile summary. Then the next thing is the work experience, which I said we are going to replace with a project. We are going to replace with different projects. So we have one project so far in the portfolio. So I'm just going to come right here. I've done education, technical skill. So now is work experience and portfolio. So you could just see portfolio and achievements could be replicated. So let's see what we want to do. So of course, work experience, you call yourself a freelance graphic designer. Yeah, you call yourself a freelance graphic designer, and you just give yourself, you don't need a company for that. So what I want to do now is to give myself this freelance graphic designer. So you started this year, but you could say, yes, you could just input a year variation just to make it that easy, just make it that easy. So I'll just say my Canva, and this is my work experience. And right here, I'm just going to input what my work experience is. I'll say freelance. So if you have a service, if you have, I'll just input that. So if you have a service, a service name or something, you could input that. So you say freelance graphic designer. I'll just name it Billard Creative Studio. That is a personal name. So you could just give yourself a name, can create different social media pages and that would do. So you just say Billard Creative Studio is the name of the company. So yes, that's that. And it's not actually the company is registered. And I would choose the year. So I can choose the year the company was created. So I could say I could just input something like a 2020 to present. Yes, that's what it has to be, to present. Yes, so we are good to go. So let's see what we have there. So this is it, 2020 to present, freelance graphic designer. Then we could just input the experiences. So right now we have experiences from brand identity design, social media campaigns, and yes, so I'm just going to take that too because yes, that's related to our skill. So I'll take this two, which is brand identity design and social media campaign. So I'll take this to, I'll copy this, yes, and I'll come and have it pasted in Canva. So it's just a copy and paste thing. I'll come here and I would click on that, then I'll paste the new stuff. So here we are. So we are good to go. So we have brand from here. You could see, let me just increase this. Let me just increase this. So you could see from here, we have brand identity design and we have social media campaign. So I'll click on the part I want to make. Yes. So yes, I'll just come back here and yes, I have something like this. So I'll say social media campaign. So we are good to go. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we are good to go right now. So I just did some basic edits to make this work experience look good. So we are good to go right now. So you could just proceed and add the other details. So right now I'll be able to add my work experience, and the next thing, I don't have any other work experience. So I'll delete all these other parts, then bring in the new parts, the achievements, the portfolio part. So let me just do that right now. I'm going to delete all these. Let me just have them deleted. Have them deleted. Click on each element and delete. Click on each element. Let me just increase it. Each element and use your delete button right here. Delete each element. You look for your delete button. Delete each element. Click on each element, delete. Yes, so I just have that delete and this place is all cleaned up. So the next thing is achievements and portfolio. So let me group this. So I'll select multiple. So having to click on that, I'll use this button, this dot. I'll click on it. Then I'll look for select multiple, which is this. I'll select multiple right there. And having to select multiple, I'll select this, select this. Then we are going to have something like this. So I'm going to just select this as well. So I'm going to select this upper one as well. So let me just select this as well. So yeah, sorry, I have to select this as well. So let me just select multiple again. I'm going to select from here. So let's select from here. So I'll select that. Yes, I'll select that and I'll click on this to select multiple. So I'll select multiple. So let me look for how to select multiple. So I'll click on this to select multiple. Let me just make it smaller so we see everything. So select multiple is right here. So I'll select multiple, select this. So I'll select every other thing, select that, select this, select this, select this, select this. Yeah. So I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to just group it and duplicate them. So I'm just going to add click. I'm going to click on it for so long. Then I'll see group here. So I'm going to group them. Then having to group them, I can duplicate them. So I'll duplicate two sessions. So I need to duplicate two sessions. So all I have to do is to hold it. I'll hold it again. Let me just make it smaller. I'll hold this part, then I'll see duplicate. Look at duplicate right here. So I'm going to duplicate that twice. So yes, we have this. So I'll bring it down. Let me just increase this so you see what I'm doing. So I've duplicated that. So all I have to do is to bring this one down. So I'll just do that. I'll do just that. So I'll bring this one, I'll bring it down, then I'll duplicate again. So to duplicate, all I have to do is to click, and having to click, let me just click this again, and yes. So we just have that duplicated. So I could just add one more thing instead of achievement. Why don't I add projects instead of achievement? So to align it, I'll just do the same thing I did. I'll try to make it multiple. So here we are. So I'll just make it, yes. So I have something like this. So yes, yes, yes. So yes, on the red line, it means it is aligned properly. So yes, on the red line, it means it is aligned properly. So I just align that properly. So let me add one more thing so we could wrap this up. So I'll add one more thing. Is either I add achievement or I add portfolio. But portfolio is the best thing, is the best thing to add right now. Or you could add achievement as well. So something like that, you could add achievements, and let's see which should we add. So I would say, okay, what I would do now is I would say projects, portfolio, and achievements. That's what I would do. So let's do that right now. I'll just come to my Canva back. I'll come to my Canva to add that. I would say project. So this will be it. From here, I'll just input project, portfolios, and achievements. Okay, so I'll just remove the portfolio. It will be portfolio and achievements. So that will be good. Yeah. So we have portfolio and achievements. So I'll just increase this just to input the right details. So I would input this, I would say Behance profile, my Behance profile. So I'll just input Behance profile. Yes, I will just type that Behance profile. So that we have a link. This will be carried. So yes, I'll say Behance profile. Then I'll delete this other one. I'll use the delete button to delete that. I'll delete this as well. So we have Behance profile. All I have to do is to make a link around this. So how do I input a link into this? So all I have to do is to what I want to do now is to I could ungroup all these. So let me try to ungroup them. So I just ungroup them, and now I have this. I have Village Creative Studio. Oh no, no. Let me just do it something like this. This has to be a Behance profile. So I just we have to remove all this. This has to be removed. I would say okay. I'll say Behance profile. This is Behance. Okay, what I'll do is I'll say portfolio. This will be my portfolio. So you add a link to your Behance profile. So I'll say portfolio. View my portfolio here. Yes, it will be something like that. So it will be view my portfolio here. Yes. So that will be a link. It will be view my portfolio here. It will be a link right here. So I'll turn this to a link. How do I do that? I'll just click on this. I'll click on that. So I want to turn that to a link. I'll look for link right here. So I'm going to link my profile. I'm going to link my profile to this. So let me just make it smaller. So let me come to my Behance app. So this is my Behance app right here. And having to have my Behance app right here, I'm going to allow notification. So this is a mobile application. All I have to do is to look for the link. I'm going to look for the link right now. So I'll click on that and I'll look for the link to my profile. So here we have a profile right now. And to look for the link to my profile, all I have to do is to look for where to see the link and look at this. I'm going to click on this dot 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 right here. I'm going to click on this dot 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 right here. Then I'll click on share. So having to click on share, I'll have a profile link. So let me click on dot and let me click on share. So I have a profile link. So yes, let's see what we have. I'm trying to click on share. So yes, share. But there's another way we can go about it. So yes, we just see share. So this is my profile link right here. As you could see, it just popped up. So I'll copy this. I'll copy that profile link. You could see copy link. So I'll copy that. I'll copy that link. Then I'll come back to my Canva. I'll come back to my Canva to continue what I was doing. So I'll come back to Canva. Okay, that's ChatGPT. I'll come back to Canva to continue what I was doing. So right now, I'm going to add link. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to find link. So I'm going to add my link right now. So all I have to do is to paste the link, and there it is. I just pasted the link to my profile, and that is the link, and I'm going to have it done. So you'd see that it is clickable that way. I'm just going to make it bold, and here we are. So that is clickable. Then the achievements could come in right here. So we have our portfolio displayed, and right now I'll just input the achievements. So I'll just say receive positive feedback. I'll start from here, and yes, I'm going to just copy this. Yes, and I'm going to have this pasted. But you have to put in a lot of work to make your resume as good as this. And you have to make sure you work on different dummy designs, have different designs on your portfolios. So you don't have to have a work experience to be a graphic designer. All you have to do is to work on different design projects and display them on your resume. If they look good enough, you'll be employed. So I'm just going to paste that, and that will be the last. And that way we just tidied up our resume and we are good to go. So I'll have that, and here we are. So this is a full resume and we have everything all set up. So right now all I have to do is to export this. I'll click on the share button right here. So I'll just say share. I'll say share from here. Then I will save as. I'll click on save as. Then it has to be in PDF format or in JPEG format. This is just a page design, so I'll just download that in PDF format, and I could download it in JPEG format. I could download the two formats. So I'm downloading in PDF format right now, and I will download in JPEG format as well. So I just have that downloaded in PDF format. So let me download in JPEG format as well. So I'm just going to click on this share button right here. I'm going to click on share, and I'm going to say save as. Yes, I'm going to click on save as, change the version, change the format. So I'll change it to JPEG. I'll say JPEG, then I will download that. And that way we have a resume right now. A resume has a PDF file and a JPEG file. So let me just go back to my file manager so you could see what I just created. So here are my files, and here in my downloads. So when you come to my images, you see the resume I just created, and this is the resume looking all good and so okay. So we could use this as a resume to a company. You could create it as a service. You could create it for people. And here is the PDF file. So once I come to document, I'll see the PDF file. So here's the resume PDF. So I'll just rename this. I'll rename it to beloved. Yes, beloved resume, beloved graphic design resume. And that will be all for now. We just created the resume and it's looking so good. So this is the PDF file, and we could see what it looks like in the PDF. So here is the PDF file, and you look at this, it is clickable. When you have a PDF file, this view my portfolio will be clickable. So I could click on it and it takes me to my portfolio straight up, and that's what it just did. So having to click on that link, it brings me to my portfolio, and here is my portfolio waiting for it to be loaded. And that's how to create a resume. As you could see, my profile is being shown right here for my PDF file. So that's the essence of it. So when you're sharing, you share in PDF file so that this link will be clickable. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.